So this is something that's going on right now, and I wanted to talk about it for just a second. Um, Oprah Winfrey made a great speech the other night at the Golden Globes, and an inspired speech, and she had some good things to say. And people are clamoring for Oprah to run for president. Now, I don't know. I think we're smarter than that, right? I mean, we have to be. We have to be as a nation. We have to be smarter than deciding that celebrities should hold positions of power in our government, okay? I mean, you see where we are now, and whether you agree with or don't agree with who the president is, or whether you wanted him to be president or not, or you agree with the way things are being done, it's kind of irrelevant. You've got to say that there is some serious chaos within the government right now. A lot of people are not happy, and I don't know. Is this where you want to go? Is this where you want to go as a nation? Is we're just taking the easy road and saying, hey, this person said something informed and inspiring, and they have some really good points when it comes to political agenda. Are we now using that as a qualifier for running the country? I don't think that putting people with zero political experience in positions of power like that is a good idea. Just because the government is so complex, okay? And I used to kind of think that maybe a business person or a CEO would do a good job as president. And it might be true. And honestly, it might be true even with someone else. I don't know. All I know is that right now there's a lot of chaos, okay? And I'm not even saying that I hate everything that the president now is doing, or that I love everything the president's doing, because I definitely don't. But just the idea that we're going to elect celebrities, okay, that have zero political experience to make serious political decisions for us, for our country. Oprah may have very different political stances, okay, than the current president. But is that what we want? Do we just want someone to say the opposite things than the person that we don't want there? Or do we want someone who's very informed politically and who has worked in the political spectrum and kind of knows what they're doing, knows how to get things done within the government? I think a certain amount of political experience is very important when electing someone to office, especially a high office, such as the President of the United States, or even senators, congressmen, congresswomen. I don't know. I think we're smarter than this. We have to be. I mean, are we just now people who gravitate towards flashing objects? Like Oprah said something inspiring. She had a great speech. It sounded very presidential. However, does she have the experience to be president of the United States? Like, what she's done it's inspiring. She's an inspiring person. She's achieved some amazing things. Just the fact that she is where she is, and she is who she is, and where she came from, it's monumental. Okay, she provides, I'm sure, hope and inspiration for millions, if not billions, of people, just based on what she's accomplished and what she's had to overcome to get there. Wouldn't take any of that away from her. I think she's an important and influential person. However, like I said, I just don't think electing celebrities to political office is where we want to go. Do we want to continue going down this path of just electing people who say provocative things, or even things that we might wholeheartedly agree with? Just because someone is kind of projecting your beliefs and thought processes out there doesn't mean that they know how to get it for you. Doesn't mean that they know how to make these things happen. There are plenty of people who are inspiring, have inspiring stories, have very good ideas, politically and non-politically, but I don't think we need to elect entertainment moguls. I don't think this is a good direction for our country. I don't think this is a trend that should continue. And to go from one, sort of celebrity to another would just be... we have to learn our lesson at some point, right? Like, you can't, if you're honest with yourself, even if you were a staunch supporter of the president who sits in office now, even if you elected him wholeheartedly, went and voted for him, you have to admit that he doesn't really know what he's doing. Like, he's learning as he goes on every single issue almost, okay? And do we want to do that again? Do we want to go through that process of, okay, the person who is maybe the most powerful person on the planet doesn't really know what they're supposed to be doing at all times? I want personally someone who is capable and knows what the job consists of at all times, knows what their role is at all times, and doesn't have to be kind of coached through it. I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? On Oprah's speech, on whether or not you think she should run for president? Are we smarter than this as a country? Or is this just where things are going? Is this where we're heading, to where it's solely a popularity contest, and we elect people just based on things they say and not what they've accomplished in the political arena? Anyway, I've seen a lot of videos about this stuff, and I've seen a lot of stuff on social media about Oprah running for president, or how great her speech was, and I've seen a lot of argument back and forth, and I don't want to argue about it, okay? I just wanted to kind of put my perspective out there. So I think a lot of people share that perspective of not having celebrities, in office, not learning from our mistakes, if they are mistakes. What do you think? Do you think Oprah should run for president, or do you think she has no business running for president? Maybe she could run for a lower office. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more, because I make videos like this all the time. Just off the top of my head, hey, I want to talk about this. I'm going to make a video about it, okay? I want to have a conversation about it. This is what this channel is. It's random. All right. See you guys in the next one. Thanks.